Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to coverage of FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Jinan Stop 2026. I am Dirk. We'll be guiding you through all the commentary you're going to be seeing here today. Lots of games coming your way here of day number one. Got the official total set at 12 there on my end. Of course, we had the qualifying rounds just to fill those last few spots that we did have in this tournament. And here you can see the crowd filling out wherever you're watching from. If you're from the United States, you're in the early morning, rest of the world heading into the later part of the morning, as well as going into the evening as well. Fans seeing themselves on camera live inside of the venue as well. The final spots got taken over these past couple hours from the qualifying draw. We'll guide you through that as the night continues to go on, but it is going to be a sensational game number one to kick things off. We have one of the world best in the women's series. It'll be China. They will be taking on those, I should say, newcomers from the qualifying rounds in Bangkok CT. Big discrepancy with the rankings on both sides, but just something to keep in mind. Here are the rules. Maybe it's your first time tuning into FIBA 3x3. 10 minutes of game clock, 12-second shot clocks, and the first to 21 will get the win. If the time does expire and there is a team that is winning, obviously they will come out on top. If it is tied, then it'll be whoever scores the first 2 points, no matter what. Doesn't have to be win by 2, which does lead to some crazy sequences that we have seen over the course of FIBA 3x3, not only in its history, but of course here in 2026. It's been a great one, officially hitting the halfway point for the World Tour, men's and women's. Of course, China, their best finish here so far in the women's series comes from the Jinan Stop. They got first place. On the other side, haven't seen too much of Bangkok, which is why we're saying that it has a potential to have some upsets that are going to be floating around here at some point. And we'll have to see if that is truly going to be the case. Gotta love the FIBA 3x3 action with getting the crowd in there. I was just out in Shanghai about a month and a half ago. Got to see and witness everything that ended up happening in person for that event. That was just when we were fresh in, but action moves on quick. Players are getting their warm-ups in. And we'll have China and Bangkok CT. That is going to be our game number one. One team solidified their spot. The other one had to work a little bit extra. This qualifying round, so we're going to have some fresh legs potentially coming into our first game. Lots of high-ranking players from their nations coming into this, as well as the overall rankings too. The highest of the world rankings is Hen Yu Yang, currently ranked 51. This is going to be wearing their jersey number 1 there for China, just someone to keep an eye out for as this tournament does progress on. Everybody is going to be playing 2 games today before it is all said and done, and tomorrow is where we jump into the bracket play. And I also get to see who is going to be crowned the winner over here in Jinan. We take a look at the overall standings to where the tour is currently at for the women's series. It is China at number 4. Here you can see how the pools all separate. Pool A, B, C, and D. Ulaanbaatar, Amazons, Paris region, and Thailand. Germany, Mongolia, Mitsubishi Electric. China, Beijing, Bangkok, and of course France. France U25, as well as the Philippines. Trying to target towards that top 2 range, but of course you'd like to be number 1 in everything that you do here as well. We will have the sister of Victor Wembanyama, who will be playing today for France U25. So if you hear saying Wembanyama, you know why. It's Even Wembanyama, number 33. We'll be playing for Paris Region. Sorry, not U25, Paris Region. So something to keep an eye out for. But it is going to all start here in Pool C for our game number 1. It is going to be China taking on Bangkok CT, which hopes to be a good one. We said initially it might look like an uphill battle here for Bangkok, but opens up the doors for any type of upset that could potentially come our way. No team ranking, no tour wins, and 67th in the standings as well. It's a little bit of a David versus Goliath matchup compared to what we have seen here so far. This tournament in the past held in 2021, 2019. Germany took it in 21 and France in 2019. So after a 5-year break, we find ourselves back here in Jinan. And as we mentioned, we will be starting off in Pool C. Once we get the games going, it's going to be rapid fire action. And we hope that you have a good time viewing from wherever you are. I know there's people out there in the YouTube chat. Go ahead. If you're out there in YouTube, let us know where you are currently watching from. I'll get us started watching from the United States. About 2:30 in the morning for myself. Let's see what the... And currently in Jinan, it is 3:30 p.m. So full 12 hours ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into the team intros first, starting off with China. And there you have your roster. There for China, one of the top teams here in this competition, as now we introduce you to Bangkok CT. Bangkok CT getting their first taste here on the tour. Currently ranks 67th in the standings, going up against the world's number 4. As Zhang Kim and Miroslava Jovisin are the referees here for this one. Pantev Fetnin Endo and Raja Suk against Yang Shu, Li, and Ding for China. People watching for 2 levels of action. One up there on the balcony, and then, of course, the fill-out crowd down here at the base level. Keep an eye out for number 14 on your screen there, Shu. The highest ranked national rank as well as world ranking currently in this matchup. 39 teammate Heng Yu Yang at number 51. And it is time to get things underway here in Jinan. The official Wilson FIBA 3x3 basketball on full display. And it is going to be Yang starting off on the bench. So that is the biggest size mismatch to keep an eye out on. Ball is going to be fumbled around here for the start for Bangkok CT. They did win the toss. And the first layup is going to be good. Scoring officially underway. And a foul immediately to follow. That was a good bucket there from the inside for Fennin. And Young will come in for the offense and we'll check it up. Look for her to get the ball in her hands straight away. 1s and 2s in FIBA 3x3. If maybe you have not tuned in before, everything goes up to 21, 10-minute game clock, as well as a 12-second shot clock. It is blink and you miss action here in FIBA 3x3. Good find there on the pick and roll and the easy finish for Kana Kwan. Thought about the step back. Now they'll just go straight down to the post. That ball's going to be knocked away. Bangkok comes out with it. We're going to try to extend things to a 2-possession lead. Fennin gets into the mid-range. Oh my goodness, the silky bounce pass. But right into the hands of Kana Kwan. And it's a hot start for the newcomers here in Jinan. 3-0, little push off, gets her own rebound. Lee looking to work off the dribble. Goes down the baseline, lost the footing for a moment, still able to recover. And China's on the board, and the crowd's happy about that. Punted. Will take it from way downtown. That one goes off the back of the iron. Tries to chase down the rebound, but can't get it. Young. Straight into the dead zone. Layups up, no good. Tempo being dictated by Bangkok currently. Nice little sidestep move. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it to the mid-range. Wide open on this one. And as you might expect, that one drops on in. That was number 39, Kana Kwan, getting a lot of touches in here early in this one. Still 8:14 to go. Here you can see the nice finds, all the work being done here so far on the interior. We'll wait and see if anybody can try to catch fire from outside the arc. And maybe this could get us going. Young spins a couple times, and this time on the inside can't get it to go. Does get her own rebound. The tallest player currently out there on the court. And that's going to be another miss. Quickly cleaned up. Kana Kwan trying to fight for that early MVP. Your game number 1 is Jinan. They force the layup up. Young's going to be there for the offensive rebound. She goes up again, gets her own rebound, and finally takes the lid out of the basket and is able to get a score. Endo feeds it over to Fetnin, takes the 2. That one's going to be an airborne. It's going to go out of play. So possession will flip. China with a great defensive stop. I think the crowd especially is waiting to see when China's going to wake up. Here's the bully ball work there on the inside. Get the cleanup. Knew that she probably should have made the first one, but regardless, able to clean it up. Ding will miss the 2. Offensive rebound's going to be going down there to Shu, and second chance opportunity goes. Endo from way downtown, hard off the back of the iron, pops right up in the air, does go short. And Yang will reset things. A chance to try to cut into this lead. The ball's going to be knocked away, and it is going to be stolen there by Bangkok. Punted. Staying active. Hands in the cookie jar. 6 seconds remaining the shot clock. The step back. Oh my goodness, the crosser left her in the dust. Banjira Panted with the move of the day here so far early in Jinan. That's good enough to extend the lead back up to 3. And there's going to be a foul called there on the inside. Question is, will it be on the floor? it looks like we are going to be getting a timeout here anyway, as the score currently stands at 6-3, Bangkok with 3 fouls. Anytime you see that the physical side heavily favors one team, you start to see the fouls pile up just a little bit more. Again, you are watching Pool C between China and Bangkok, game number 1 of 12 here today. China not looking to get upset in our very first game, but it's going to be stolen away again by Bangkok. Make that 2 steals so far. And good way to split both defenders. Yang just can't keep up. Kano Kwan gets another score. Big time impact in this one. Yang will drop step off the back of the glass. That one's off, but the cleanup is going to be there. Wenxia Li starting to gather some steam now here in this one, as the score currently stands at 7-4. Maybe not the result a lot of people at home would be expecting coming out here from China, but Bangkok has just been a little bit of a step ahead, and they have been faster. They are playing at their tempo. Fednin drives. Ball's going to be stripped away, able to retain it. And it looks like it's going to be a shot clock violation, despite the shot going in, not able to get it off in time, as we are getting ever so close to the midway point. Trying to find Lee. Good off-ball screen action. Lee down there on the inside, able to float that one up and in. It's going to be tipped away, though. Bangkok staying active on those boards. Endo pulls it back out. Kano Kwan looking to work on the pick and roll. Pass off to Kano Kwan. An excellent feed on the inside. And a lefty scoop finish to cap it all off. Young forced to pick up the dribble. Here's Lee. Had Young back out there. Finally does get it to her. 1 second remaining. Just got to throw a Hail Mary up. And Bangkok in firm control, I would say, in this one. China not really showing anything to try to pull their way back in. Can they get a stop here, though? Kano Kwan kicks off to Endo, coming around the screen. That one's going to be off, but just by a few inches, not by much. We've seen some pull-ups in the mid-range drop on it so far, but still no makes here from 2-point range. Young, excellent feed there on the inside, and that's going to be a miss. Another cleanup. This time goes reverse with it. Meng Young Shu, the highest ranked player in this game currently. And that was almost a spectacular finish, but great defense coming out there from Young. Young wants it back there on the inside. Oh my goodness, good footwork and sensational move. As Young able to get the score, brings things to within 2, as we are 4:40 left to play here in game 1. Bonted got it off to Fednin on the inside. Foul is what's going to be called. Looks like they're trying to whistle for a challenge too. And they are not able to. So will come in. Kiri Endo. And China look to make this a 1-point game or potentially tie it. And there's going to be a foul whistled. So you should see some free throws coming up this time. For rank number 39. Number 14, Shu. You can see the contact on the pinch. The free throw is good. And China have sprung themselves right back into this one. Just a 1-point game. Can Bangkok keep the ball rolling? They can. Good step back shot there from Fednin. Brings it right back to where we were before, a 3-point lead. And that's the issue when you have so much size on the inside. As Young was able to get it. Now it's China looking to respond here on the defensive end. Lee will go all the way down to Young. He's going to be fouled. I think they were trying to get it on the floor, but they are going to whistle that a shooting foul. So another foul getting picked up by Bangkok. That makes it a total of 5 so far. And potentially coming out of the timeout is when we will have Hang Yu Yang, ranked number 51. Will shoot 1 free throw. You can see some of the action. Our first 2-point make. It took a large portion of this game, number 1, but it was well worth it. Trophy Fetnin. Here is Young to bring it back to within 1 point. There at this moments ago, but that's when Fetnin came in and was able to knock down a 2. There you go for the off-ball for Fetnin now. They'll fake it. Goes on the inside. Pull up there from the mid-range was number 33, Endo. Offensive rebound goes to Fetnin. Kanokwan working on the pick and roll. Fetnin sidesteps, and China's able to work for it, get the rebound. Now a chance to tie or take the lead. This would be their first lead of the game if they can get this 2 to go. And no good there. Endo, midi pull-up, a thing of beauty. Bangkok will bring it to within 2. Lost art form in the game of basketball, the pull-up mid-range. Saw a lot in the early 2000s. Starting to make a comeback here in modern day. I think that China maybe thought that ball was tipped. It was not. Bangkok able to retain it. Kanokwan gets it off to Fetnin. Quick little stop and go move, and a great recovery there from Yang to be able to get the stop. Now they want to go down to her in the post, and oh my goodness. I mean, it's just unfair down there. One arm out, send him to the ground, able to get the finish. And a lot of fighting through those screens. It's always number 39, Kanokwan. You can see the interior. Sends her touching to the ground with the muscle and the physicality. Lock-up defense there on the checkup. Won't be overly aggressive there from Ding. Things will reset once more. We are under 3 minutes to go. Ponte decides to take it off the dribble. Able to get some space, some separation. Ref says too much contact there from behind. It was great defense running up the rip, but I think China may have the size advantage in this one, but you can tell that the speed advantage definitely goes to Bangkok. Kwanjira Ponte steps to the line to try to extend this even more once more. They've been holding on to a 2 to 3 point lead for a large portion of this game, as now they want to go back into the post. Lefty finish not going to be there. Great box out. There's going to be a foul called off the shoe miss. And the foul is going to be whistled on Bangkok, so China will get the ball. We're getting to bonus territory as well, so I'm going to keep an eye on once we hit that 7th foul. Lee from just a step in for the logo. That ball's going to be tipped out. China's still able to get possession. They want to go back over to Yang here in the low post. Good spin, good defense, even better finish. Kanokwan did everything that she possibly could. They're trying to find the handoff. They finally do get it over here to Endo. Kanokwan pump fakes it, burst the speed. Looks like it was going to be an open lane, but a smart heads-up foul. I think if there were statistics for this, Bangkok has led for all 8 minutes in this game. Oh my goodness, what an excellent feed there through the back door. Defenders just called ball watching there for a moment. It's back to another 2-point lead, and it'll be China going right back there on the inside, able to get another one. Starting to crack the code down and towards the paint. Fetnin doing the exact same. Good use of the body and the finish there on the sideline. Are we going to have an upset for our game number 1? China's able to respond. They go straight back out. And a good split there again. Kanokwan with a nice spin on the inside. Yang wants to take a 2. That one bricks off the front of the rim. Back down to the inside they go. Right-handed finish is successful. Bangkok as steady as they come. Fetnin Walks it back, only 2 seconds remaining. Steps it back at the elbow. I'm going to call that one the dagger, and now China can tie the game here. They get it down to Yang, and they officially have tied it for the first time in this game since it has been 0-0. We'll get a timeout on what might be one of the biggest possessions that we have. This was one of the prettier feeds that you're probably going to see the entirety of this day. China is relentless. They knew the game plan was more likely going to be there on the inside with Yang, but everybody's been getting in on the action. The issue is defensively, they have not been able to get many stops, and now things have started to look up even more. As we said, I mean, the biggest offensive possession for Bangkok to try to stay in this one. Endo to Fetnin, and it's another finish with the left hand. It has truly been a thing of beauty. 40 seconds remain. China looking to go for the tie again. They get it. Here's Endo, taking a lot of time with this clock. Endo with the crossover move, brings it all the way back out. Nothing there, got to get a shot up, and they don't get anything. China clamps it up. He's wasting maybe a little bit too much time just trying to set up the play. And now China have a chance to take the lead. Shoot. Gets the kick out. They feed it now down onto the inside, and they have finally taken the lead. But a chance here to potentially tie it or win it. Inside they go. Bangkok on the interior. Excellent defensive stock out there from Yang. Can they get the foul? They kick it back out. This is just to add some more salt into the wound, and China able to hang on. Big defensive stop. Big kick out there from Yang. Though the shot missed, they just need to waste as much time as possible. But look at Bangkok coming out here. Maybe a lot of people thinking they weren't going to have a chance in this one. They pushed them all the way to the end. They probably led for 9 minutes in this game, but it just fell short over towards the end. China will pick up a massive win to start off Pool C. Final score is 17-16. For Bangkok here in that one. Kind of went a little further away, not as much involvement. Switch of the nations as well in our game number 2. We will have a Pool B matchup coming your way. It'll be Germany taking on Mongolia. Similar story to what we just spoke about in that game number 1. Germany up there in the rankings. Their best finish actually comes with 2 second-place finishes in Ulaanbaatar and Chengdu. They are chasing so badly to get a first-place finish here in 2026 in the Women's Series. From Mongolia, fresh out of the gates, highest ranking in the world is Batsuj at number 114 in the world. And here you can take a look at Pool B. Germany, Mongolia, Mitsubishi Electric. That is how Pool B ends up rounding out. Currently, Germany is ranked number 3 in the standings. They have been staying completely active. So many sensational teams, but when you're talking about the top 10, you have at least 5, at least from what I'm seeing, 5 of the top 10 in the world competing currently here in Jinan. With Germany being at number 3. We just saw China at number 4. We'll see Ulaanbaatar Amazons. They'll be coming up later as well, as we get everything all set for our game number 2 of 12 games here in Pool B. It'll be Germany taking on the team from Mongolia. Another David versus Goliath. But as we just saw, these teams can push you to the brink. We'll have the official intros coming at you shortly here for Germany and Mongolia. Again, everything going down live here at the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Jinan Stop. So many stops before we close out the year as we get the intro started with Team Germany. There you have the world's number 3. Raikut, Poros, Beek, and Degbayan as we head over and we meet Mongolia. And there you have Team Mongolia. Badragul, Nyamjav, Batsug, and Ardeni Bayan. Gan Kim and Ignas Davinis, the referees here for our game number 2. Final warm-ups getting underway. And there you have Alma Degbayan, the highest ranking player in this matchup. They're from Germany. Falling right behind her is her teammate Mary Reichardt. We have 3 players within the top 50. Lowest ranking, number 901, is Merritt Klein Beek. So you know which 3 to look out for. With the 4th one, all eyes go to the higher ranking when you have so many low rankings. There's so many high rankings on your team, you have a lower ranking player to see how they can perform. Like we said, Germany trying to chase a first-place finish. 2 second-place finishes so far here in 2026. Will the Jinan Stop be the one that they have been chasing for? They are going to start off on the defensive side. We As Mongolia looked to strike first, actually going to be a late whistle there on the foul. It was a good feed to Ulaanbaatar, and she's going to go to the line and shoot one. And the free throw is good. So Germany picks up the early foul. Mongolia picks up the early point. As they go for an impromptu lob. That was Portos and Rijkaard trying to combine there for the basket. And there is a drive on the inside. Footing looks to be lost there for Batsuch. But a foul will be called. Nonetheless, just got under just a little bit too much there for Portos of Germany. Degbayan will check into the game for the first time. Pool B matchup. See these pools when you make your way in and you see the world's number 3 team. Maybe send some nerves down there, but that's 3 fouls already within the first 40 seconds. Yamchov tries to get that one fed down to the inside. It's going to be broken up in the play. See if Germany can finally get some points. Rijkaard, that one's going to be well over. Off the back of the glass. Pacharkul trying to create something with 6 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. They do get the handoff to Batsuch. Got to put it up and does. And that is going to be great defense and shot clock violation to go on top of it. Degbayan finally gets a nice feed there to Mirid Rijkaard. Germany get a score. This shot from Mongolia is going to be from way downtown. Excellent execution there from Batsuch. First 2-point play, and they're looking to take advantage of the size advantage here on the inside. Saw that a lot from China in their previous game. As a great defensive stop does come in here from Germany. It's going to be a steal going over to Ama Degbayan. They'll step it back this time here for Germany. Good offensive rebound. A great second chance opportunity coming her way. Misses the first time, able to clean up her own miss though. Rijkaard staying active. Nyamjov. Hand to the face. That's going to be a miss. Chance for Germany to take the lead here on this possession. Yeah, Mongolia has no choice but to foul. Beek will check into the game, number 18 here for Germany. Degbayan tries to split the defenders. Some hard contact in there a couple times. And it is going to be whistled there on the foul. Trying to get ping-ponged around there for a moment. Portos now comes in. Degbayan thought about the two. Only 2 seconds remaining. Oh, what a step through there on the inside. Little theatrics there with the ball on the rim. Finally does end up dropping. And Degbayan looking to stay active here defensively. Can she get the chase down? No. Somehow, some way. That was Jargul from Mongolia able to escape and get the score. Shot clock's going to reset. They do chase the long rebound down. Jargul will get the kick out over to the right side. Yamchov head down, the floater, the air ball. And an immediate 2 to follow. That one doesn't hit the rim. Bodies do hit the floor. Refs say no whistle. Portos will take the deep 2. That one does hit off the rim. Long rebound falls right into the lap of Degbayan. She feeds it there to the inside. Beek will get her first points here of the game. Germany staying ever so physical here on the defensive side. And they'll pay for it. Another foul goes their way. See some of the early work that Germany has been putting in, but nothing has come easy here so far. As that one's going to be knocked out of play. Ball will be here with Germany with a fresh shot clock. Beek will go to Poros. She thought about the two. Will now kick it out. Rijkaard from the 3x3 logo comes up short. No true rhythm being established so far here in this game. Batsuch off to the rim and out to the right. Niamjov. Oh, nice little turnaround jumper. No one down there for the rebound. Debian said, I'll take that all day. And a little push in the back down there in the paint. It's going to be whistled on Germany. Mary Rijkaard will be whistled there for the foul. Lid on the basket currently. See who can try to break this deadlock here in this one. Got the technical side figured out as we're back underway with Mongolia trying to tie or take the lead here in this one. Looks around, thought there might be a foul call, and Mongolia's able to get the finish there on the inside. Ulaanbaatar. Here's Beek. And that ball's going to be slapped away on Mongolia. It does hit off the leg, though, of Beek. So Mongolia with the stop. And they will check the ball back out. Just the finish. Thought there's a little hook there. I mean, it was great defense, though, even on the recovery coming out there for Beek. Niamjov. Hop steps on the inside. Got to get something up. Does with the right hand. A little bit more of a Hail Mary. Just trying to get something to go. Degmaon with a big screen. Has her touching the ground there for a moment. Massive screen. Massive finish. There for Ahmad Degmaon. Fighting through one defender. Hands in the face of the other. Sandwiched in. And a chance for an and one opportunity. Traditional basketball, you call it a three-point play. Here in FIBA 3x3, it's a two-point play because we play ones and twos. As she does miss the free throw, so still just a one-point lead for Germany. Batsuch with the kick out to Badjargul as she throws something up, and she did what she needed to. She hit the rim, just no one's there for the rebound. Mongolia will come out of there with another steal. Niamjov. So they're going to call clearance violation. That was the big-time finish you saw there for Degmaon. So it does go to Germany because they didn't clear the ball out. One possession lead, trying to make it two here. Coming off the screen, number 9, Victoria Poros. See if she can maybe try to catch fire. Largest lead of the game for Germany now. Poros doing it offensively and defensively. Great stop. They go to Poros again. She fakes the shot, the crossover, the pass on the inside, and that is spectacular. Welcome to the Poros show. And a great finish there by Rijkaard there on the inside. Germany really starting to pull away with this one. Starting to find their groove. The Mongolians able to shut it down. Niamjov with the immediate response. Back to the hot hand of Poros. Sidesteps, takes the two, and that one just goes but too far back there on the iron. But we all got our heat check moments. Great recovery defensively there on Beak. Poros had a lot of space, decides to go baseline to try to kick it out. Could have probably had the two there from the left corners. We'll get another timeout. Opted not to take it. This is game number 1 here of Pool B. Germany, a top 3 ranked team nationally. And Mongolia has some experience on the side, but nothing matching the side of Germany. Saw in our very first game between China and Bangkok. That one only finished 17-16. China edged them out within the final 20 seconds. It was Bangkok with the lead, really, for the entirety of that game. This one has told a little bit more of a different tale. Though Mongolia has been able to keep it close. Ulaanbaatar. That will be an air ball and out. Lead finally at 2 possessions. But Germany want more with 3:37 remaining. Degbayam steps it back for 2. Too much sauce there on that one. And suffocating defense right off the rebound there from Beak. Mongolia looked to respond with a 2 of their own. A big miss from Batsuch. Another foul whistled. And this will go back over to Germany. Poros thought about it. Good crossover. And now the midi shot. Time to perfection. Poros with some big time scoring. Bodies hit the floor. Degbayam comes out with the rebound. Poros wants to get it going again. That one looks like it just grazed the bottom of the rim. They can't go back to the inside. Instead, they'll try to go for the 2-point kick out. Arjagul finds the space, can't get the scooper to go. Poros inside, and the big finish. Pick and roll to perfection. Poros with the excellent feeds. Leads to the Degbayam score on the inside. And Bachargul throws that one away. And we will get a timeout, this time called by Mongolia, as Germany slowly starting to increase things. They're now up to a 5-point lead. I say we just want to put the finishing touches on this. The question Germany's kind of asking themselves is, can we hit 21 before the time expires? The number 9, Victoria Poros, has been the standout star, I would say, here for Germany early. Getting it done with the shooting and right on cue. Throwing out some excellent passes. Guess what? When the pick and roll's not there and there's maybe a flare and you get some space, you can always take the mid-range jumper. Poros off the screen, working here with Rijkaard. Another feed on the inside and another finish. Poros starting to rack up the assists as Bachargul able to get the handoff, and that ball is going to be knocked away there on the inside. Degbayam is going to be stolen away, and it is going to go to a shot clock violation right as when the steal was coming in. Easy feeds, easy reads here for Germany. Rijkaard spins up with the right hand, able to knock that one away, and is going to sail out of bounds. She wanted to take it herself. Got a good look. Degbayam will switch off the play. Well, it tries to find a way through the back door, not able to be successful. Batsuch with a clean look at it. Mongolia have not been able to find that rhythm from 2-point range. They want to go back on the inside. That one's going to be tipped to the intended target, actually, for Degbayan, but just couldn't get a full hand on it. It's going to have to be a masterclass comeback here for Mongolia with 1:36 to go, and they're down by 6. Unfortunately, I don't think ones is going to be the answer. Going to have to be some twos. Degbayan back over to Poros, as she can't get the layup to go, but good thing the cleanup crew is there, all led by Degbayan. And she almost gets a steal. Mongolia took the mid-range jumper, no good that time. The differential could be a factor too in these later stages. Just something to keep in mind, so you always have to keep on playing for something with under a minute to go. And wow, the floater off the glass ends up dropping in. It's a very tough shot to be able to hit, but it looked crisp. And we will get a timeout with only 40 seconds remaining in the game. Germany's trying to get one final breather in before the conclusion. But it will be Germany starting off their pool, Pool B, with a big-time win. Trying to make a statement that they are ranked number 3 for a reason in the world. Poros takes the midi. Mongolia with the board. Now it's time to see these two start to rein in. And Germany will flip the possession as they look to get more offense in this game. It's going to be Reichert taking the shot and missing. They get the handoff to Yamjov and return to sender, she says. Erdeni Bayan able to get the finish there on the inside. And there's going to be a foul whistle there on the floor, 7.4. We saw the little give and go action and ultimately led to the pick and roll finish. Five seconds remain here in game number 2. Beek sidesteps, takes it, and can't make it. But Germany able to stand strong as they take this game 14-9. Germany starts off 1-0. Mongolia will fall to 0-1, which means that next game is going to be a must-win for Mongolia. Here in Jinan, you're watching the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series 2026. Germany made their mark. You just saw China, who's just ranked one behind them at number 4, got pushed to the very end by Bangkok. But Germany, they came out, they set the tone right off. Out there in Jinan as we get set and prepped here for game number 3 to be coming up your way shortly. Again, another heavy hitter in the rankings, Ulaanbaatar Amazons. They will be taking on Paris Region. with Ulaanbaatar Amazons already finishing first place in Ulaanbaatar Stop. So the home team got the first place finish in the women's series. For Paris region, they have highest finish has been 7th here so far in Orleans and Poitiers stops in the women's series. As you can see, the two teams getting ready to warm up. You're going to see a very familiar name on Paris region as we check out some of the highlights from our previous game. For Paris region, their number 33 is Eve Wembanyama, the sister of NBA superstar, France's very own Victor Wembanyama. See how long it takes people to piece 2 and 2 out there in person. She is currently the highest ranking player on Paris region. 94 in the world, 12th at the national ranking there in France. But they have a big test in front of them in Ulaanbaatar Amazons. We just saw one European masterclass there with Germany. Can France follow it up with a European masterclass of their own? Here in our third game of 12 here today. Ulaanbaatar Amazons currently ranked number 2. So to start off the show today, we have had the number 4, number 3, and now we get the number 2 team in the entire women's series. Only one ahead of them is Nefshi Sokar. We will not see them in action here in Jinan. So you're getting blessed with some great action if this is maybe your first time tuning into FIBA 3x3. We'll be jumping into a new pool. Pool A is where we go. Ulaanbaatar Amazons, Paris region, IDF, and Thailand. 3 teams per group, Pool A, B, C, and D. And there you have the matchup. Ulaanbaatar taking on Paris region. Pool A. As we get ready for the official team intros, and we'll start off with Ulaanbaatar. There's your team for Ulaanbaatar. As we welcome in Paris region IDF. There is Paris region IDF. Droge Wadu, Makit, and Wembanyama. We'll have Kirong Shi making the referee debut here in Jinan. Ignas is back in the fold. We saw him take on the refereeing duties there in game number 2. For Ulaanbaatar, Erdene, Truong, Ulaanbaatar, and Robinson. Ulaanbaatar, the highest ranking member of this team. Following up is Robinson as well. It is not going to be easy for Paris here in this one. Yet still to see our first major upset in those first two games. We got very close with Bangkok. But ultimately they weren't able to get the job done. This is a Pool A match. Ulaanbaatar versus Paris. Robinson will start off with the hold-up play. Hurricane tries to go down to Robinson. Robinson gets the feed and able to get the nice finish there with the left hand. Paris has some height to their name. As I say that, a 2 goes up from one of their taller players, that's Droge. And immediately Wadu will be the check-in immediately on the first stoppage of play. That it does go out for Ulaanbaatar. The feed trying to come around off the stream was Ulaanbaatar. Berdine with the right hand. Oh, drifting away. Floats that one up and in. Good 2-0 start. Now coming out here from Ulaanbaatar. France look to utilize their size on the inside with Makit. Good footwork and a good finish. Ulaanbaatar trying to shake off Wembanyama, and that one's going to be taken away. Wembanyama gets the feedback on the inside. The dream shake got her to jump and can't get the finish. Spirals in and out, and somehow, some way, Ulaanbaatar able to come out with it. Robinson straight on the inside, and that may be one of the easier finishes you see today. Wembanyama from behind the arc. Unsuccessful in her 2-point try. Carry's going to be called there on Ulaanbaatar. So possession will go back over to Paris. Wembanyama will get a breather. Wadu from 2 can't get it to go. Droge will be the one to chase down that long rebound. And loses the footing, loses the ball, but the ref's whistle does come into play. Oh, good feed coming in there for the backdoor, the hold-up play. Clinical execution there for Ulaanbaatar. All finished off by Truong, and she does get the steal there as well, but that one's going to sail out of bounds. Droge from Paris with the ball. Jersey going to be tugged, and it is going to be a big-time finish for Makit. Tallest player out there on the floor looking to take advantage of that height advantage that she does have, and that possession is going to flip. Robinson couldn't maintain it. Makit will be the one in the pick and roll. They throw it up high for her. She gets it, and she gets another finish. The plan is clear for Paris. Get the ball into the hands of Makit. So we have foul under the basket as bodies collide. Paris picking up their first foul. Erdine will go out to Truong. And that one's going to be stolen away. Immediately they whip the pass in on the inside, and that's a tough finish there for Droge. And they're going to throw that one out of play. Possession will flip again. Paris starting to get some momentum going their way. Makit will check out. Wembanyama comes back in the game. Wembanyama with the hold-up play. Over to Wadu. Takes the 2, hand in the face, just short. Ardeen with the handoff. Over to Truong. The front, the side, and out. There that time. Here's Wembanyama. Steps into a 2 and can't drill that one. A good rebound potentially. Ref had the best view on it, and it is going to stay with Paris. Droge goes to the inside. Maki spins. Big contact there, and no whistle, though. Paris have now taken the lead by 1. Robinson to Ardeen. And great defense again, and that ball somehow stays in play. Wow. Thought it was going to end up going out. Wembanyama. Look at the flare to Droge. She wants to go off the dribble. Robinson, can she keep up? She does. And a big-time rejection there from behind. And Paris is going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here after the timeout. Looks like they're going to have 1 second on the shot clock. A tight contest here in this one. 5-4, Paris just edging them out just a little bit more. .3. It's going to have to be a shot immediately. And, oh, they call travel. Oh, she drilled the shot too right from the logo. But didn't take the dribble to get that sidestep off. So you're happy, you make it, but unfortunately, can't do that. Truong. Over to Robinson. Pump fake. Got Marquette all the way up in there. Truong from 2. Would have been a nice highlight play. That one would be slapped out of bounds. Don't know if I can call Yves Wembanyama Wemby or not. People might get a little bit confused. Not sure if the nickname is trademarked or not, as Marquette cannot get the 2 to go. Back on the offensive is Ulaanbaatar. It's been quiet so far here in this one. Tried to draw the foul. Not going to be able to get anything there. Droge. Trying to shake him off, get anything, and that's going to be a hip check, pushing on forward. That was caught up there with Truong. She'll go to the bench. Wembanyama at the elbow. Nice handoff over there to Wadu. She cannot get the shot to go. Ulaanbaatar takes it 2 of her own from way downtown. Ball's going to be slapped around, but still able to be retained here by Ulaanbaatar. Robinson wrapped up there on the inside, and Droge will happily take that one. That'll be the second foul whistled there on Paris. Sometimes you hit these mid-game lulls to where it just seems like no one has scored in quite some time. As a double team up high, that leaves the slip wide open. Good read and adjustment there from Ulaanbaatar. Able to find Ardeen on the inside. Now we're all tied up at 5 apiece. Droge tries to split the defenders. Ball's going to be kept up. Wembanyama from the right corner. That one hits hard off the back of the rim. Wembanyama still chasing her first points. Paris able to retain possession here. You're officially at the halfway point in our first game in Pool A. Wembanyama down the baseline. Still can't get it to go. Ball's going to be punched out of play. It is going to stay with France. This French team is relentless. Ulaanbaatar giving them so many different looks on offense and defense. It's a tough puzzle to crack. Well, that's an easy way to fit it into the puzzle there when you have the height down to the paint. There, Marquis. And she's able to knock that ball away, too. The shot comes up way short. Good move of the bodies as Paris able to bring it to a 2-point lead now. And pushing up to the largest lead for them here in this one. Truong gets the feed there on the inside. Got to put something out. That one's going to be blocked away by Marquis. Might be one of the taller players that you'll see here today is 16 Marquis from Paris Region IDF, coming in at 196 centimeters. If you're like me and you're in the U.S. to use feet, that is 6'4". And you can see the size differential every single time that she's down there in the paint. Big reason that they have the lead. Got to get the scoreboard back up there on the LED. That's what the refs are waiting for. While they wait to get the LED reset, it'll be I guess an impromptu timeout here for both teams. With 4:11 to go. Well, it's going to be a full LED board reset. You know when you see the Windows 11 background. And we are back underway. Droga trying to get the scoring coming back from the impromptu timeout. And now we're getting an actual full timeout coming your way. Just to remind everybody what you're currently watching, Paris is ranked 33 currently in the standings. They've only appeared at 2 women's series so far, both with 7th-place finishes, taking on the number 2 team. This will be their 7th women's series. They have 1 first-place finish, 2 second-place finishes. So this would be an upset if Paris is able to pull this one out. Ulaanbaatar tries to get the score, and they do it in spectacular fashion there with Truong. And they saved that one from going out of play. Truong was on the ground, got up and got the ball right back. Chance to try to tie things here. Oh my goodness, got Marquis so up in the air. Lost her footing. And Ulaanbaatar, they come battling all the way back. 7-7 now. Marquis takes the 2. That one's going to sail long. And Ulaanbaatar's happy to let that one go out of play. Truong gets some space, uses the body, shields him off, and offensive rebound falls right to the lap of Erdine. Marquis with the feed there on the inside and the quick finish. Bordeaux did not have a lot of time to get that one off, and she still did. And they leave the slip completely wide open. Erdine with another finish on the inside. They'll go down to Marquette. And she goes reverse. She has been spectacular here for Paris. Truong, oh, the crossover, the shot. A little bit too much on it. And Robinson comes out of there with the rebound. Erdine, still with some time remaining. That one's going to be stolen away by Marquette. Shot from way downtown, back at the iron, long rebound. Wembanyama slaps it away. Robinson's able to retain it. Truong, another crossover, trying to leave Wemby in the dust. Wemby stays in front and can't get the turnaround shot to go. Marquette will take another two. Unsuccessful again, 0 for 3. Now from 2-point range, Robinson with an easy finish there on the inside. As we hit 2 minutes left of game time, Ulaanbaatar with a 1-point lead. Marquette, mismatch, the inside falls away. Jumper hasn't been there. Everything else on the inside has, as Marquette knocks that one away. A push is going to be called. There's not been a whole lot of fouls in this one, just 5 total. As we get another timeout. Ulaanbaatar trying to hold on with everything in their power. And they will get the ball here with a chance to try to build on this lead. Oh no, Baatar from the elbow. That's a miss. Marquette. Every time she goes down there, you know it's going to be a physical battle. Not going to let anything go easy here for Ulaanbaatar. Wadu gets it over to Droge, down to Marquette. As, oh, she used the body there for the screen to free up. He fading Wadu. Just not enough there. She'll get some breathers. She'll come back in later in the game. That's for sure. It'll have to be one big and final push coming out here for Paris. Truong trying to get freed up at the screen by Robinson. That one's just a needle-threaded pass. Somehow still does go their way. Robinson with only 3 seconds remaining down there in the post. Wembanyama with the block. Where have you heard that one before? Now she's trying to shake and make up the dribble. Euro stepping on the inside. Lefty finish, no good. Robinson able to get the turn off, but heads up play there from Wadu to wrap it up, get the foul called on the floor with 1 minute and 3 seconds. They're trying to feed it there through the inside. No kick ball. Ball's going to be knocked away. They're trying to get the step through. And Erdine gets an open 2, and no one's there for the rebound. Marquette stepped out to try to contest the 3-2 as much as possible. 2-point lead. And Wembanyama going to be whistled there with the push-off. I feel like Ulaanbaatar can almost taste it. They get the kick out. Erdine to Truong. Marquette tries to get back into the play. No good there. Ball's going to be knocked away. This is a huge 50-50. And no jump ball is going to be called. Instead, they're going to say it is last touch by Ulaanbaatar. It's going to be a timeout call here by Paris. Paris able to free up some space here on the shot, and they're able to drill it. Droge with the biggest two here of the game so far. There's not been much love for Paris from behind the 2-point range. And Camille Droge steps up big when they need it most. 10 seconds remain. 4.4 here for Ulaanbaatar. Got to make something happen quickly. Robinson tips it to Truong, takes the two, and that one comes up short. Do we have a game winner in our midst? 11-11 with 4.1. Droge, Marquis, and Wembenyama out there for Paris. Clock winding down. Droge down to Marquis. Can she get a shot? She can. So they opt to go on the inside to the 6'4" Marquis, but they could not get anything. Overtime is simple here in FIBA 3x3. Whoever scores 2 points will win. No win by two, you just need to get the 2 points. Our first overtime comes in game number 3. Different group. Marquis will be on the bench here for Paris. And they got to get the boards reset once more. So Paris will have a chance to talk things over here on this initial inbound play. Two or an and one could get the job done. Well, our fourth game coming up after this, we'll be heading over to Pool D for the first time. You will see France taking on the Philippines. Philippines had to battle out the qualifying draws this morning. So they have some fresh legs. In-game repetitions, had a chance to rest a little bit before coming out here and taking on France. Currently ranked 10th. They have been at 4 women's series here so far, 4 different stops. Their best finish is Orleans, where they finished 2nd. We have Paris here with a chance to stun the competition. It'll be a huge win in this group if they're able to move forward to do so. Good news is they do start off with the ball. I just want to remind everybody again, no win by 2, just whoever gets the 2 points first. So it could end on free throws. It could end obviously by a 2-point shot from behind the arc. Just as long as you get those 2 points, that is all that matters. We're still trying to get the board underway. Got to stay mentally focused and lock back in. You never know how long these delays might end up taking. Got to feel this probably favors Ulaanbaatar. Paris was able to push it all the way to the brink of getting it to the point of overtime. So you like to feel that they had a little bit more momentum, more to lose. Probably talk through a million different sequences of how this first offensive possession is going to open up for them. They are just going to get things going. They don't want to delay things any further. So just keep an eye on the shot clock. I'll do my best to call it out when I can as well, as that could have ended it if that one ended up dropping. It's not going to. Robinson's able to come out of there with the long rebound. They'll go over to Robinson. 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. She spins on Wembanyama. She goes up with the left, and she just gets a pretty finish. Suffocating defense there from Wembanyama. Now just 1 point away is Ulaanbaatar from taking this. Harris. They have a 2 in mind. Droge gets it down to Wembanyama, creates some contact. That one's going to go well over. Any basket. Here can win it for Ulaanbaatar. They'll go to Robinson. Immediately they'll go for the foul. That'll get the tallest player on the floor, Marquis, back into the game, which will help out with defensive purposes greatly. Oh, easy feed there on the inside. As soon as I say that, Ulaanbaatar draws up a pretty play there, and they thread the needle through the back door and get the big-time win. First, the 2 points in overtime is Ulaanbaatar, and Paris is left stunned. Their final score, low scoring one, 13-11. But Ulaanbaatar will take it any way that they can. We said that with the small delay that we had there in that could be a potential difference maker going down the stretch. Paris had some momentum going into that, and Ulaanbaatar was able to capitalize. Don't think there's really one. France, you saw Paris. Now we actually have France. Try to keep up, okay? They'll be taking on the Philippines, who qualified through the qualifying draw earlier today. So they've already played some matches. And they're going to be facing the 10th ranked team in the world. Still, we're on upset watch. We've gotten close, but nothing so far. Everything has gone maybe as you would expect in terms at least of the final result. But we will be jumping into our final pool to debut, I guess is the best way to put it. We're going to be going over to Pool D. We'll take a short break after this one, and we'll reset, and this is where we'll start to see a repeat of some teams, but also some of the new teams that we haven't gotten an opportunity to watch yet. China and Beijing will open things up in Pool C once we get done with France and the Philippines. Crowds are always spectacular at every FIBA 3x3 event, no matter where you're at in the world. Everybody stays highly engaged on all the action that's going on. France and the Philippines coming at you here shortly. I know that we had a little technical bug with the LED board, so probably still trying to get that figured out. It's easy to work with when it's overtime. It's not so easy to work with when it's actually during the game. So we'll see if they can try to get all that ironed out. They've gone to a couple resets. It'll be the Philippines in blue, and it'll be France in the white. Lots of experience for France. And for the Philippines, Philippines currently ranked 34th in the world. This is their 5th event that they've played so far in the women's series. Their best finish has been 7th, but other than that, it's been some pretty poor performances. 11th, 14th, and 15th at the other 3 events that they have attended. We'll see if they can make something happen here. I see that the LED has been fixed. The scoreboard's up there, which hopefully means that the intros will be coming our way here shortly. There's no better thing to do than during the delay than get more shots up. We're going to step away here for a moment until we get to our official team intros.
Okay, everybody, it's team time. What we're about to see is Team French versus.
Here you can see how Pool D is shaped up. France U25 in the Philippines. So a double dose of the French coming at you here in Pool D here on day number 1. This is just game number 4. 8 more games to go following this one. So you get to see France, you'll get to see their U25 team in action. But for now, we set sights on the French taking on the Philippines here in our first game of Pool D as we head down for the official intros.
Let's
have Team Philippines. Cacho, Claren, Means, and Ferrer. And for France, Mane, Pajit, Guapo, and Milipai. Kirong Shi and Gan Kim, your referees here for this one. As they get the coin toss. Mane representing France. France heavily favored here in this game. Their best finish has been second place so far. And that was in Orleans. Everybody nearing that top 50 in terms of the world ranking for France, with Mane, Pajit, and Milipai, with Guapo being at 180. Numbers for the Philippines, a little bit all over, but definitely on the higher side. Only one player within the top 200. We'll see if the Philippines fight their way to a victory here. They will start off with the ball here in our fourth game of the day, and immediately there is going to be a foul. That was Pajit. As the Philippines look to attack straight away, and wow, bully ball there on the inside to start off with Cacho. Big time finish. And France will go straight back to the inside to Milipai for their first basket of the game. Big size advantage here for France. Expect them to attack the paint more often than not, as the floater goes from the free throw line. Back-to-back offensive tries here for the Philippines are successful. I wouldn't expect the Philippines to have a lot of success on the interior, given the size advantage that France has. But that has not been the case here so far. Coming off of the handoff was number 12. That was Guapo. As they get the foul called there on the floor. And it's another foul. That was Mane this time with the hold-up play. They tried to go on the inside. Mane will hit the bench. Pajit will check in. So it is going to be an offensive foul that was actually whistled there on France. So the Philippines will get the ball back. A couple of handoffs finally ends up to Ferrer, as Cacho on the drive on the inside is actually going to stay here with the Philippines on 4.4. So it's going to have to be some magic here on the checkup. Oh, never mind. That's just going to flip. Change to the call. Back here with France. Guapo to Mane. Pajit open for two. Takes it and can't get it to go. That ball is going to be slapped away. Philippines able to chase it down. Trying to find Cacho here on the handoff. Ball's going to be slapped away. Hit off her foot. Doesn't even matter. From way downtown, the shot goes for Claren. And they can't get it to drop. Mane for two. Back of the iron and out. And we're going to be whistled there for a jump ball. Of course, no traditional basketball jump balls here in FIBA 3x3. Goes to the defensive side. So it will be France back with possession. Milipai able to catch him sleeping when the ball was checked in. Ferrer was completely out of the play. Tied up at 2. Able to turn the corner, goes reverse. A difficult shot, almost got it to go. Mane to the inside. Milipai able to get the one to go. Good spin, but great defense, completely walled up. And it's going to be a 3 and a key call. See if France can try to push this to 2 points. Mane throws it high up in the air. The Philippines able to shut it down. And it's here with Cacho. Ball's going to be tipped out of play. Will stay. Camille Claren trying to find a way to get the wraparound to get the handoff, but relentless pressure coming from France. 3 seconds remaining. Cacho gonna get something up. Steps it back, takes the midi. It's gonna be airballed. They're not gonna whistle for a shot clock violation, as Milipai is gonna be fouled on the inside. That foul will be whistled there on Claren. Foul spent at 2 apiece. Good handoff there, and no one even remotely close to contesting Milipai there on the rebound. They'll save it, and I think maybe a smart business decision to not go on the ground and try to dive for that one. Yeah, we get an offensive foul there on the off-ball screen from Reynalyn Ferrer. Same teammates collide there as Pajit can't get it to go. I think Pajit has taken at least 3-2 so far and not been able to cash in on anything just yet. Basketball is a numbers game. The more you shoot, more likely you are obviously to make some. Here's Mane. Good feed there on the inside to Pajit. Mane not only getting it done on the scoring side, but even the assisting. There's another one. France starting to find that rhythm. That ball's going to be stripped away. And they are going to call a foul. Question is, was it in the act of shooting or not? Didn't see the referee's call there for a moment. So we'll see once we come back on the other side of this timeout. Currently a 4-point lead with France not really feeling a threat here so far, at least what it seems. Hope Means is okay there on the bench. You can see her icing her right shoulder. So it could be the Philippines just with 3 players the rest of the game. We'll try to check in and see any more updates as things go on. We've seen this happen in the past before. And it was a shooting foul, so it was just a 1. I think everyone they thought it was a 2 initially. And the Philippines answer right back with a great defensive stop as well. Claren short there on that one. So much physicality on all these 50-50 balls. Philippines are claiming eye pokes, hits to the face, scratches. Of course, all about respect and the sportsmanship that comes with it. I see no ill intent if anything like that does happen. They're pointing out these scratches there on the shoulder. They're having a conversation about the nails maybe being too long. At least that's what's causing the scratches. I've seen this before. You get the nail clippers out, have to trim them down before you can come back into a game. Obviously more traditional and like MMA or something, but just get some ice on the eye. You see, that's the topic of the conversation. It's not a stop you see every day when you're watching some basketball. We'll see what the final verdict of everything is. Referee's still having a conversation. And there you go. The nail clippers are on. They're going to work. So an impromptu manicure, I guess, if you will. This is a first for me. Probably a first for a lot of other people out there as well. So they take an extended break. And there you can see the scratches that caused some concern. Almost came in a poke in the eye, and then the scratches on the shoulder there as well. And there you can see the scratch above the head. That's maybe more of the concern compared to what was on the shoulder. So nails have been trimmed. We'll still have Mane on the bench. She will get what she needs to get done. And something you don't see every single day, but it's all about the player safety at the end of the day. Middlepie will kick this one out. This is going to be a 2. Would have been a big way to open things up for Guapo, but it was a miss for her. We've not seen a lot of successful 2-point shooting here today. As Cacho hands this one off. Claren, that one just hits a dud directly into paint. And referee had a good eye line of this. Middlepie got the finish. And it looks like Cacho is still down here for the Philippines. The medical team will go out there to check. Looks like trying to see if we can maybe highlight just a couple seconds before that. Looks like maybe like a hit to the throat there on the inside. So Means will come in. We did see her icing her right shoulder for really the entirety of this game. So really coming in and getting her first action. See how long she can go for, how long Cacho can go for and come back in. As the Philippines look to respond with a 2 coming out of there of the intermission. They get their own rebound a couple times, but it was Ferrer not able to get the finish on the inside. Haji to Middlepie, and now the refs are going to be eyeing it. Going in there aggressively, and that one's going to be whistled for an offensive foul. Just got to be careful if you're Mary Middlepie here for France. Of course, you want to do things with a whole lot of emphasis, but the size that he has doesn't She doesn't need to do that much to be able to get her way into the paint. There is no love lost currently in this game. And don't know if the Philippines were expecting this physical of a matchup. Here's Cacho spinning, spin cycle to perfection. Majid gets it out immediately over into the hands of Guapo. She misses her first try. Second try, no good either on the collection from her own miss. Cacho sidesteps it, takes the two, back iron hard and out. Pajit able to chase it down. Milipai to Pajit as she falls away. Nothing but nylon there on that jumper. This has been an awkward flowing game here for our fourth game of the day. Cacho spins out. Claren takes the two. 4 misses now from 2-point range into this game as Milipai with the easy feed there on the inside gets it to go. Pajit able to stay active there on the rebound. And now France starting to get that rhythm going. 3 possessions of back-to-back ones. Philippines look to break the deadlock and slow down momentum, and they do. Did they reset the ball? It's going to be a foul anyway.
Philippines holding home.
4:36 to go. Here we can see the 21-point mark hit. Would be the first time we would hit 21 today if we're able to. As Milipai from the elbow gets the jumper to drop. Cacho with a heavy drive there on the inside. She has been sensational. Just that little push off the left. Not enough to get the foul, but just enough to create the separation and get the finish. You're going to have a free throw coming up here too. Now in that 7 fouls there for the Philippines. So you'll see shots coming your way. First one, no good. Second try is successful. Claren driving left, gets her own rebound. Ball's going to be knocked out. They'll stay with the Philippines with almost a fresh shot clock. Well, now it will be reset to 12. Cacho spins. Ball's going to be knocked away. Foul's going to be called. Foul number 6 now whistled there on France. Pajit will immediately protest the call. 1 free throw coming up for Mika Cacho. World rank number 136, the highest here on the Philippines. As she gets the free throw to drop. Pajit will get it here in the left corner. That's a 2 and comes up well short. Ferrer throws that one away. Here's Mane from way downtown. Oh, off the rim, the backboard, and ultimately into the hands of Cacho, who's under the basket. Timeout's going to be called. It's been a very interesting game. No real established rhythm. Had that short break to get the nails trimmed after a few scrapes along the shoulder and the face. Cacho went down with a big hit in towards the paint. Same thing with Ferrer. Means had to come in fighting through her injury there on her right shoulder. But really, the Philippines, it's a 3 versus 4 affair. We'll hope that means maybe can get back to full health by the time of their last game. As Claren for 2. Another miss for her. Millipede gets the basket to go. That's going to be knocked out of play. It looks like it could be going to France. Millipede will get it over to Mane. Mane will take the 2, and Mane will drill the 2. There we go. She had a few good looks and gets that one a drop. And now she gets it done at the defensive end. Straight down to Millipede straight away. She has been the standout with the passing and the scoring. And France don't want this to go all the lengths of 236. They just need 4 more points to cap off the big-time victory. Mane open again. She goes back to back. First time that we've seen someone go back to back today from 2-point shots. As the Philippines try to respond to some way. Can Mane make it 3? No, they go out to Millipede. She'll take a 2 instead. No good there. Mane will tip it out of bounds. As we go back to the Philippines. Took a few seconds there off the clock. Claren. The quick shot coming there off the screen. Wapa says relax. Big collision coming around there, and we had mentioned the bonus territory. So it'll be 2 free throws and a chance to win the game here if both drop here for France. First one's a miss. And the second one is good. Philippines just trying to get any points they can on the board here with Cacho. 2 seconds remain. Cacho got to get something up. Does beat the horn. France just need 1 basket to put the game on ice, and they do. Superb finish there by Guapo, and France with the largest deficit that we've seen so far here in Jinan, 21-8. A big-time win for our first game in Pool D. Philippines fighting a lot of adversity. They have 4-person rosters. They had to play the entirety of that one just with 3. We will go back over to Pool C. This time it will be for China and Beijing as we head to the official intros. And here we have it. China was taking on Beijing. Two teams facing off there in the top 10. Our referees here for this one. Ignace putting in the work. It's been a part of, I think, at least minimum 3 games that we've seen. This being game 5 of the night. China ranked 4, Beijing ranked number 8 currently as it stands in the world rankings. Of course, China has something Beijing doesn't here so far in 2026, and that is a first place finish. China got theirs at the Jinan Stop. The best finish so far for Beijing is actually at the Shanghai Stop. They finished 3rd place. As players will get their final handshakes in. This is Beijing's first game of the day. China will close out group play here with this one. Obviously, if you go 2-0, you will be moving forward. So it's a big game for China just to try to solidify themselves and call it an early night. Maybe you got dinner plans. And China will start off with the ball first. Into the hands of Young. Steps it back for a 2. Can't get that one to go, but they are able to corral the rebound. Yang will get the ball back there on the inside. Good feed in there from Lee. Toilet bowls around and drops. That one's going to be sold away there by Yang. That was Wong who tried to make the pass. And that's going to be Lee with the 2 there. Beijing looking to go quick with just about everything. China, on the other hand, doing the same thing of their own. Keep an eye on this matchup anytime you can get it. Zhang and Yang. Yang in the white, Zhang in the red. That matchup down in the paint. Yang for 2, lines it up and can't knock it down, but it's another offensive rebound. Here's Ding. Young sidesteps, takes the 2 again. This time it's money. Big time connection of 5 quick points in the first minute 20 here in this one. And a smart foul there on the entry pass. Here's Wong. Steps into the mid-range. That one will go long. They won't decide to chase it. And the other Wong, number 18. You got Xu Meng Wang and Li Wang. And that's another big two. Have you met Ding before? Highest ranking on the team, but two great twos so far here in this one. As they do force a turnover there as well. Beijing has made it obvious where the offense is going. Shi Ting Shang, ranked number 33. Li to Young, back over to Li. Goes in the inside, gets him up in the air, can't get the layup to go. Gets her own rebound and able to finish. And the floater's good there from Wong. Young walled up. As they go on the inside. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Going to be called there on the screen. That was, I believe, on Shu. Wu drives with only 2 seconds remaining. And able to get the finish there with the right hand. Li crosses up. Oh, what a pass there on the inside. Unfortunately, the shot clock is going to expire. He maybe just about had a half more second. Might be good. Wu will take the two. All these teams came out with quick fire offense. I think now they finally decided that they can settle down just a little bit longer. And really start to find their offense. Here's Wong from two with a hand in her face. And Yang not able to get that one. Wu's going to be walled up. Got to find an entry pass somewhere. Just throws that one up. Hail Mary under the basket. As Dings, who has had the hot hand for two-point range, trying to force that one there on the inside as we got our first timeout. Eight to 4, China with 3 fouls. And it's going to be Beijing to reset us. Here's Wong taking the two, trying to chase down her own rebound. It's going to be knocked away. And the hustle play ends up paying off there for Wong. Able to tip it off. Li from China. And they'll get the ball back with a fresh shot clock. Yang just blitzes. The pass there went well over, and a foul is going to be called again here on China. Entry pass makes it to the inside. Great defense, but not much you can do there with the size of Zhang. Li tries to cross it up. Contact? No. Wong, great entry feed, and even better finish. Nope, able to get the second chance. Great of a little separation, but Zhang not able to finish. Spin move, loses the ball. And for Wang. That two is going to go up. Every two that goes up for Beijing, the shooters chasing it down and trying to get their own rebound. Young has been a little bit more quiet since he started this game, and she'll remain that way. They want to go on the post. This is the matchup that we want. And Wang goes down to Wu. Good entry feed and a great finish there too. Fortunately, 5 minutes ago, I thought that maybe we'd be getting ever so much closer to that 21-point mark, as China again getting the damage done there on the inside. Wu, high pass on the inside as Zhang does it again. China can't respond with the two of their own. Here's Wu, lines it up, takes her time, and can't get it to go, but that's another offensive rebound. China not showing much hustle on those boards. Beijing making them pay. That was a Hail Mary heave. Zhang takes the two. Can't knock it down, but it's another rebound. China just simply getting out-hustled here by Beijing. And now they have a chance to tie or take the lead, and a little bit of a miscue there on that entry feed. Here's Ding. She thought about the step back and taking the shot instead. She's able to find a pretty angle. She's able to get the finish there with the right hand. And now she's playing some superb defense down here, continuing to fight. Doesn't pay off at the end, but it was not easy. There on the inside. That was Wang getting the job done. Hard miss there off the bottom of the rim for Yang. Couldn't get her own rebound. As we get another timeout, China now at 6. One more foul will put Beijing in bonus territory. Back underway with the feed in the inside. Beijing has now been able to tie it up. 10 apiece. China had a 2-possession lead within the first minute 20 seconds here of this game. Jump ball's going to be called, and we have a chance for Beijing to get their first lead of the ball game. Nice little stop and go move there as Wang is able to get the floater to go. Beijing now with their first lead. What a way for Beijing to battle back. They've had just more hustle, more want to on all these misses. They're chasing them down. They're not giving China a chance on these rebounding opportunities. Good feed there on the back door. One player hits the deck. That was Wang. As China's able to get a finish to tie things up again. And I feel that we're just going to be in this stalemate territory of flipping back and forth from 11 to a tie game and continuing that trend. Lee hits the crossover, has to go to Yang. And that was from way downtown. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Got to try something different moving down the stretch. It's obvious for Beijing. Attack the inside whenever you can. Right on cue. They almost tried to wrap it up. Luckily, it didn't go through because it would have been an and one. Ding. Another two. No make this time. Gets pulled from behind. And now we are going to see a foul called here on Beijing. That won't be whistled on number 23, Li Wang. Shoot. Turns. And contact to the face there on the drive. There from Meng Guangqiu. So it is going to be bonus territory moving forward, but it can only be activated when they get fouled on the offensive side. As they get the kick out from the top of the arc. That one hits off a few parts of the rim before dropping down. Right into the hands of Wu. And they get the feed there on the inside. Foul is going to be called again. Let's see what the official decision is. And it was called on Beijing. Here's Lee again. So patient with the dribbling. And able to capitalize. And this time another lefty finish. Immediately off the pass after the make. When they tried to go for the reset, it was turned over. So it's going to stay with China again for them to try to take back a lead. Yang with the hold-up play. Only 6 seconds out here remaining. Here's Lee. Turning on the inside. That's going to be a foul. There's going to be one free throw coming up here for Wenxia Li. 64 in the world, and does get the free throw to go, and that's good for China to get the lead back. Again, if China finish this, we will see them playing tomorrow. They won their first game of the pools. If you go 2-0, you will make it through. Yang to Ding, and it's going to be a foul there. Beijing burning through the fouls. Still have one more to give here before they move into their bonus. Ding goes to the inside to shoot. Up with the right hand, can't get the bucket. And it is going to be Beijing able to chase down the rebound. And there is going to be a hook on the play there. Whistled on China. Got 2 free throws coming up. Pivotal free throws with 106. So it could have been 2 free throws to try to take the lead, but now it's just 1 to try to tie things. Xiting Zhang at the line. Second one is good. 13-13. Here's Lee. Another lefty finish. Zhang just a little step too late to be able to get over there. It's China in white, Beijing in red. Wang gets out of harm's way for a moment, and there's actually going to be a 3 and a key call. Rarity. The ref was counting. Can China push this to a potential 2 possession? But you'll just take any basket you can get. Yang going to be held up. Ding moving around the 3-point arc. Just puts up a Hail Mary and a prayer. Hits off the backboard. Rebound's going to go over towards Zhang. Wu will take the 2, and Wu knocks it down. And that gives Beijing the 1-point lead. Here's Lee. Turning. Thought about the free throw line jumper. Ding. Takes the 2. Line drive shot. It's money. 15 seconds remain. Will we see another overtime? Here's Wu. Dancing around. Stepping it back. And they could have taken the 2. Instead, there's a foul that's going to be whistled.
球权交还中国国家队啊！你看，在手握1分比赛优势的情况下，最后说到他们做怎样的一个选择
Only 8 seconds remaining. They got to get the ball back some way, somehow. It's with Lee. And they'll let this one just dribble out China. We will be seeing them play tomorrow. A big 16-15 victory and some excellent 2-point shooting coming in down the stretch. There is still hope for Beijing. That was just their first game so far here in the pool. We will be seeing them later on today as well, but China... The action continues to move on forward with our 6th game of the day. We will see Germany back on the stage. We will see Mitsubishi Electric. They will be making their Jinan debut here today. Germany got a big win against Mongolia earlier today, 14-9. One of the larger deficits that we've seen with a victory. They will be taking on Mitsubishi Electric, who currently stand at 16 in the rankings. It's not a crazy amount of separation as we jump into our team intros.
It's game time. We got Team Germany versus Team Mitsubishi Electric from Japan. And now, representing Team Germany. As far as let's welcome number 80, Series Jinan. And number 9, Ulaanbaatar. And number 6, Murray. And number 25, Anna.
There you have the lineups for Mitsubishi Electric as well as Germany. Fuyuko, Takahashi, Yamamoto, Enomoto, and Sawa. And for Germany, you have Reichert, Horos, Beek, and Degbayon, who you just saw there in the coin toss. Officially at the halfway point of the day or night, wherever you're watching from. 12 games slated for today. We are now at game number 6. Expect maybe a lot of fouls here early from Mitsubishi. There is a massive size advantage going over to our team from Germany. Already 1-0 on the day, looking to solidify themselves to bracket play tomorrow with just one more win. As Mitsubishi will get started off there with the 2. That was from Takahashi. And their second chance opportunity is no good either. So we'll see the first offensive attack here from Germany. Reichert with an easy finish on the inside to get the scoring going. And right back on the other end, the lefty scoop. Ball's going to be tipped away. It was a good look there for Yamamoto. As Portos gets the kick out to Degbayon. She can't get the 2 to go. Hasn't been too much in her game today. Been a lot of interior work. Takahashi able to get the interior feed and a good turnaround fall-away shot there for Chihiro Sawa. And that one's going to be knocked off last from Poros. So Mitsubishi heads back on the offensive. Yamamoto tries to get the feet on the inside. As a foul was called. Going to be the first there on Germany, whistled on Kleinbeck. Mitsubishi just doing everything they can to try to find shots, but mainly coming from behind the arc. Good save there from Reichert. And Mitsubishi stay annoying to the German side. Constantly getting their hands in the lane, forcing the knockoffs of German players. Yamamoto wants to go off the dribble. She throws that one away. Poros able to get it. Degbayon with the feed off to Poros as she knocks down the 2. Our first 2 of the game. Takahashi attacks. Sensational defense, but just better offense. Sometimes you got to tip your cap. As Mitsubishi continue to fight down there on the low block, and the contact's going to be made. But Reichert says, get out of my way. And one opportunity here for number 6 of Germany. FIBA 3x3 and one opportunity. The 2-point play, not able to knock it down. It's our first looks of Mitsubishi here so far today. as that one's going to be thrown away. Have to try to get up some type of shot. Germany earlier today took down Mongolia 14-9. A win here will move them to the bracket stage tomorrow, where you're playing for the official prizing, the points, and of course the money that comes along with it. As Poros had him second guessing everything, able to get a wide open finish there with a lay-in. Just tasking some defense down in the paint. Takahashi with the kick out. Sawa for two. Nothing there, and they're going to whistle a push in the back on Beek from Germany. Takahashi with some speed, some pace, and a nice finish to go along with it. It all pays off. Here's Beek on the inside. She gets the finish. Back-to-back baskets from both sides down in the painted area. Now we got a sidestep move there from Yamamoto. She misses. Able to get the ball back, though, thanks to the offensive rebound. Here's Takahashi from way downtown and drills it right over the top of the hand of Beek. Mitsubishi will pull themselves to within one. Reichart stops and pops it, but just too much sauce on there and a big-time slip. Coming around the corner. And we'll get a timeout called here. Ball will be going back over to Germany once play does reset. They have a 1-point lead.
Time's out. Let's get back in. Keep Germany ball.
Germany gets us back underway. And right on the reset, it is Poros from two. Big Bayon able to get the nice feed there on the inside. I mean, look at the size difference there, but Takahashi keeps on fighting. Yamamoto will head out as we get Enomoto in the game. I believe it's her first appearance here so far, as they try a two-woman game over here on the inside. Not able to get that one to go on the feed to Sawa. Here is Beek. Lost the dribble, just has to put something up, and that one hits nothing. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover. Hana Enomoto, number 17 for Mitsubishi Electric, currently unranked nation and world. Beek on the other side, one of the higher ranked players we'll see here today at 901. Just something to keep in mind whenever you see them get some touches on the ball. Speaking of Beek, some great defense there. Good step through with the scoop from Yurin Yamamoto. .534 still left in this one. Reichart posts up and can't get the right-handed layup to go. And there's a big collision down there in the paint. That was on Takahashi. It's like Reichart may have taken a hit to the head. And we are going to see free throws coming up. Just might be wondering, got fouled there on the one. Why is she shooting two? Her player intentionally grabs the arm and pulls it in that way to stop the basket. It results in 2 free throws. The more you know. 7-7 here as Poros lines up a shot from the left corner as more bodies hit the floor. Beak getting some extended playing time here. As Poros exited the game. Dig Bayam. Oh my goodness. Sensational defense, but Takahashi, she continues to stunt on him down in the paint with these finishes that she has. I know Beak is relieved to see that one go her way. Been a very physical one, as we had mentioned. I had the predictions all wrong. I thought Mitsubishi might be the one that's going to have the fouls that were racked up. Potentially Germany with 5 fouls. A couple delay of games being called. As Poros back into the game. Misses that one. Beaks right down there, though, in the dead zone for the offensive rebound. Right place, right time. Yamamoto. Not able to get the 2 to go, but teammates continue to battle down there for every rebound opportunity. There's not much that's really coming easy for Germany so far here in this one. The scoreline shows it. But I will tell you this, Fuyoko Takahashi and her burst of speed, Germany is struggling to try to keep up with it, and her finishing on the inside has been nothing short of perfection. Beak wants to put the ball on the floor. Gets it over to Rijkaard. She spins on the inside. It's not a whole lot that you can do with being the undersized defender there in that situation. As they look to attack back on the inside themselves, and perfect positioning, perfect passing. Takahashi really doing as much as she humanly can, as she does get whistled there. Stops the foul in the entry, which probably would have been another easy basket for Germany as we get another timeout.
Let's get back to the game. The scoreboard 9-10。3件是目前领先比分。
Body's wrapped up down low. Mitsubishi able to get it. Long 2 goes short. Just grazes the bottom of the net and goes out of bounds. Can Germany take a lead? It has been Mitsubishi continuing to fight, and they will at least tie the game for the time being. Good find there for Rijkaard too. Poros combining for more baskets. And just a miss there on the layup. Caught it awkwardly was Sawa. Rijkaard turns the corner, up with the right hand, utilizing the body, and can't get the finish to go. We remain tied with 3:10 left. Takahashi goes to the inside. They go reverse, and they are going to be whistling for a foul here. That should be in the act of shooting as well. That's on Victoria Poros. Germany are just one foul away from getting into the bonus. Currently it's 6. Chihiro Sa is able to make the free throw to push the lead back to 1. Yamamoto right in the face of Rijkaard. Been a quiet game from Deg Bayon. As I say that, she gets a big-time finish. Highest-ranked player currently in this game. Expect a lot out of her. Offensively, oh, there you go, defensively as well. Who knew? When you start talking about a player, they start performing. We mentioned she's been a bit quiet, then she gets a layup to go and a block from behind. Or 4.8, you know they want to go to Takahashi. Instead, they do not, and that one was ever so close to dropping in for Yurin Yamamoto. Takahashi will get a much-needed breather as we're getting close to the ending here of our game number 6. And that one's going to be knocked out of play. And numerous times, Mitsubishi is able to force turnovers exactly like that. 50-50 balls that end up just taking the last touch off of Germany. Yamamoto with speed and able to get right past Deg Bayon. Not an easy feat to do, as Poro's going to be fouled.
Keep Germany gets to the line.
So it's going to be 2 free throws. Same thing as we said before, open lane to the basket, completely wrapped up. You'll get rewarded with 2 free throw opportunities. Could this be the chance for Germany to finally take a lead? And what? You have to go back to the very beginning, but maybe the first lead of the game. And it's going to remain tied at 12. Takahashi with the entry feed. Sawa pauses and able to get the layup to go. Mitsubishi back up 1. Poros, Rijkaard with the lefty hook. Just a little bit too much contact. Couldn't fight through it. Takahashi with 5 seconds remaining. They go for the entry. Poros with a big-time steal. Here comes Germany to try to tie the game. That one's going to be tipped away. Here comes Takahashi once more. Goes down the baseline. Beak tries to stay in front. They go to number 17, Enomoto. Enomoto, the only unranked player on this court currently, with a big basket to push it to 2 and an instant response. Coming out here from Rijkaard. A 2 is up. That 2 is no good, but excellent box out there by Sawa. Takahashi with a chance to push it up to 2. Beak, great defense. 1 second remaining. Off the bottom of the backboard. They don't get the shot up in time. We'll see another timeout called. Germany have had 2 opportunities to try to take the lead just off of free throws, and they have missed. We'll see if maybe they can just get it done in open play. 2-point shooting hasn't been there, so we could be an opportunity to see another tie. 6 fouls for Germany, 5 for Mitsubishi Electric. Rijkaard will get us started back off here for Germany. Deg Bayon with the hold-up play back over to Poros. Poros to the inside. That one's going to be stolen away. Excellent read there by Sawa. Yamamoto, 5 seconds remaining. Couple jab steps, the crossovers, mixing it all up, pulling all the bags of tricks. Got to get something up and does it in mid-range. And that one hurts if you are Germany. Here comes Rijkaard trying to respond with a floater. She can't get it to go. Yamamoto calls for the screen, crosses, steps it, takes it, and that one's high off the backboard. So it will be a shot clock violation. So much pressure now here on Germany with 26.7 remaining. This is a 2-point lead for the underdogs in this matchup, Mitsubishi Electric. Negmayon to Poros. Poros will take the 2 to tie it. Off the left, gets her own rebound. They're trying to chase the 2 badly. Reichardt, she'll step it back. She'll take it. She won't make it. Off the glass and out. 6 seconds remaining. There's no separation between the clocks. They're just going to put something up. And we're not going to call it an assist. Some people might. She might even. But what a victory here for Mitsubishi Electric. 16-13. They stunned Germany. Germany finishes 1-1 in pool play with a win over Mongolia. And now a loss to Mitsubishi Electric. Germany here in pool play. Germany finishes 1-1. Mitsubishi Electric start off 1-0. Back over to pool A we go. With a chance for another top team in the world. Ulaanbaatar taking on Thailand here in pool A.
Number 32, Omari Robinson. Number 38, Ulaanbaatar. Let's welcome the team Ulaanbaatar Officer. And now, Team Dallas marching in. Number 7, Région. Number 25, Number 29, is official Danny King from Korea. And Gennady wins from Histrionius.
Game number 7 coming at you.
好了，我们现场所有的学生朋友们，大家现在关注到的是
As we jump over to Pool A, Ulaanbaatar looking to solidify their spot for tomorrow, and they can do that with a win here against Thailand. Ulaanbaatar currently ranked number 2 out of every single women's team currently in the world. Only one better than them, FG Sokar, as they look to build off of this. Do not sleep on Thailand. Currently ranked 18th in the world. Best finish has been 3rd place. That was actually in Xintao. And it will be Thailand starting off with the ball here in this one. Udomsuk has to just pass this one off, and they have to get a shot up. That was Kunchuan, just with a hope and a prayer. And back on the other side is a 2-point try for Ulaanbaatar. It's Wong Tupa over in the corner, has to pass this one. I got to get a shot up again, and that one does not hit the rim. Back-to-back possessions where Ulaanbaatar has forced Thailand to just throw up and heave with the shot clock winding down, so it's a good sign. Ulaanbaatar try going to the inside. Only 3 seconds remain. A little bit of a taste of their own medicine here. But the reverse is good there for Ulaanbaatar. She was sensational in their first game of the tournament. Good step through coming out there from Wong Tupa. And they'll go right down to Robinson. Just a size mismatch on realistically everybody on the court for Thailand. That attempted miss there by Sumat. They're making an appeal for a grab at the wrist. See what the officials say. Refs might be checking out a replay, see if there's any free throw potential. And they will get the call here for Ulaanbaatar for the grab. It's going to be 2 free throws. Adigo Setseg back to Erdene. Currently ranked number 10. As you might expect, a top-ranked player knocks down both free throws. Corner 2 is no good there. Robinson able to get the rebound here for Ulaanbaatar. And it's a good stop and pop shot there from Samat to be able to get Thailand on the board with their first points. Here's Robinson. Offensive foul. They're going to call an elbow. Here on the clear through. It's rare that you might see 3 players on the same team, all within the top 10. That's Erdene, Ulaanbaatar, Robinson. 10, 6, and 9. That's a nice drive coming out there from Thailand. That was Udomsuk.
球球心回到了泰国队手中。
Gun Chuan gets the ball over to the left, and wow, shooter's touch coming out there from Yodom Suk. We're all tied at 4 after that make. Oh my goodness, the ankle breaker touches earth, but can't get the finish. They do get the offensive rebound at least, and the second chance opportunity is good there. Ulaanbaatar able to knock it down. She's having herself an offensive game here early. Wong Tapa trying to create some separation, but can't. Just got to put anything up, and it drops again. Kun Chuan gets a 2 of her own. This might be the most 2s that we've seen made in a game so far here today. Strong will also step into a 2. That's a huge rebound flying from nowhere. Zerdine. Thailand on the attack once more. That's a great stop there at the rim. Kun Chuan thought she had some space. Here is Chuang. Here for Ulaanbaatar. Using the muscle, using the body to get to the inside with a big time finish. Now we'll lead back up to 2 here for Ulaanbaatar. Thailand, while they're trying to go one-on-one again. Good step through, good reverse. High arcing off the back of the iron. And appeals potentially for a foul. Ball's going to be tipped out of play. And we are going to see a timeout be called here. Ulaanbaatar almost lost that one. Ina's just telling her to just relax and calm down. Thought she maybe got hit in the face on that rebound. Luckily, she did lose possession of it. So she will take a breather here for a moment. Truong Robinson, as well as Erdine out there currently for Ulaanbaatar. That is a big step back. Would have been a big make if it ended up dropping, but doesn't. They do get the offensive rebound courtesy of Erdine. As Robinson looks to orchestrate the offense here from the right side. Robinson takes matters into her own hands, steps through. That one's going to be an air ball. Ball still going to stay in play, but now it's tipped back out to Thailand. Sumat over to Wang Tampa. Kun Chuan will get it over here to Sumat. And she barely misses. Play will stay with Ulaanbaatar. Thailand staying in contest with our number 2 ranked team in the world. Robinson catches, releases, and that one's a miss. And oh my goodness, the hot hand goes to Yudom Suk. Another 2 drops here for Thailand. Best 2-point shooting display by an individual that we've seen so far here in Jinan. She has caught fire here in Thailand's opening game. That was Wang Tampa claiming that she might have taken a hit to the face there. Is wearing the face mask. It will be 1 free throw coming up here for Robinson. Yudom Suk thought about the 2 again. And Kun Chuan misses that one. Ulaanbaatar look to extend things. Test the shot, tough one to make. Do get the offensive rebound. The double team comes on through. Yudom Suk kicks that one out. Sumat for 2, drills it. got Thailand with a 1-point lead now, 10-9. They try to split the defenders. They're not going to get any of it. Sumat lines it up again. Back-to-back twos. It's money there for Wardenthon Sumat. And Thailand, they have their largest lead of the game, 12-9. Foul called there going through the screen. Truong is the one to draw it. Ulaanbaatar body hits the floor, and that leaves Truong wide open in the paint. A delayed game warning coming from Thailand. And we see another two lined up. Yadumsuk does it once more. Make it 3 makes in the game. 3 for 3, perfection. As Robinson draws contact there on the inside. Claim coming from Kun Chuan. And there was no foul there. Hands were up. And Thailand just one foul away from activating that bonus. That's going to be a block there on the 2-point attempt. Sumat's pass did make it to its target of Kun Chuan, but ball was going to be knocked out of play. Telling Thailand just to calm down, get a lot more animated. It's a close game. You're the underdogs, and you're winning by 4. That was a pretty finish there on the inside. That was Ulaanbaatar. A little tripped up there on the play. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout. And that was Wang Tumpa that was drawing the contact there on the inside. It could be a free throw coming up, and for Thailand to try to extend this even more. And what a performance this has been from them. Could have the potential for back-to-back upsets. Doesn't happen too often. Maybe get a few here and there. There we go. I was about to say they're getting ready to check it up, but they were due for a free throw, and now we're finally going to get it. So Wang Tumpa knocks down the free throw. Erdine goes to Truong. Robinson tries to set the off ball. Truong lost the handle and can't get the layup to go. Yadumsuk, no shots missed from 2-point range so far here in this game, and now everybody else wants to get on the action. Wang Tumpa steps it back, knocks it down. This has been a 2-point barrage here for Thailand. Too much for Ulaanbaatar to try to take. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Yadumsuk stops, pulls up, just cannot miss. That ball leaves her hands. It is going in the rim. They'll be happy to give up a 1 here to Robinson. Still 3 minutes to go. Anything can happen. And they throw it away. Not an offensive possession you want if you are Thailand with a 5-point lead.
还有最后3分02秒，全路防守回合排位啊，能否把握住机会？
Robinson will get the reset here for Ulaanbaatar. And they will just keep on going down to her. It's going to be so heavily defensive reliant if Ulaanbaatar want to come back in this one. 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Suma. Wongtongpa. Who the ball was with. Trying to fight for her own rebound. Couldn't get it. Could just be tuning into the Robinson show the rest of the way here for Ulaanbaatar. She's in the post. She's got to go up quickly. 3 seconds looming. And they do call it. Shidumsuk, Wongtongpa, as well as Kun Chuan out there. Shidumsuk takes the 2 to put him at 20. That's her first miss of the game. Should tell you something when somebody's first miss is coming at the 2-minute and 25-second mark of the game. Shidumsuk with the sneaky little handoff. There to Kun Chuan. Robinson will set the screen. Ulaanbaatar will take the 2. Hard off the front of the rim, right into the hands of Thailand. Get that 2-minute warning going. Shidumsuk back-to-back misses now. Starting to go a little cold. The clutch time stretch. Same as with Ulaanbaatar. They were going down to the paint, giving up ones. I think Thailand has gotten a little bit more stingy with giving up those easy baskets. Now with things starting to get a little bit closer. Here's Robinson with the left hand in the finish off the glass. Pass, 3 points for Ulaanbaatar, all going way of Robinson, as that is a lot of contact. And they're going to call a charge. There was a lot of contact right under the basket, so it will go to Ulaanbaatar. Back to Robinson. She is the star of the show, leading this comeback for Ulaanbaatar. 4 points in a row just for her by herself. Can't get the stop there. Thailand just 2 points away now for taking the game. Back to Robinson they go. Acts like she's going right, turns to the left, leaves it in the dust. You're in no twos territory here if you're Ulaanbaatar. And they give up a 1. Little bit of a miscue coming in there for Erdene. Robinson takes the 1. Does it again. Only 45 seconds remaining. Thailand could win it with anything here. This would be back-to-back upsets on the day. Shidumsuk. Nice backdoor feed. Nice finish. No. Layup is missed. So close there for Wongtongpa. Ulaanbaatar try to respond. Here's Chuang. She gets the bucket. Wongtongpa trying to find Shidumsuk. Wants to go one-on-one. Able to stay in front. Erdene gets the block. Chance for Ulaanbaatar here to take the lead. Chuang pinned between 2. Bodies hit the floor. Robinson has it. Robinson shoots it. No fouls called. That was a lot of chaos going down in that final 10 seconds. Bodies hit the floor. Thought they maybe drawn a foul. No whistle called at all. Robinson had a game-winning scenario in her mind. Instead of maybe pushing the tempo and getting a little bit more aggressive. Refs over at the scores table. We just got to check the time. It'll be Thailand ball.
回到比赛当中，这最关键的2.4秒。
Only 2.4. This should be all systems go for Thailand to get their first win in the pool. .8. They get super aggressive, trying to get the steal, and you have to, but with only .3. Thailand, back-to-back big-time upsets. We just saw Germany fall to Mitsubishi Electric. Now we see Thailand beat Ulaanbaatar, the #2 ranked team in the world, 20-19.
这样也是让整个的小组局势再次变得跌宕起伏啊。
And this might be the perfect start. You go 1-0. You take down #2 in the world, the highest ranked team currently in this Jinan Stop. Up. We got a French on French affair. It is France taking on France U25 here in Pool D. France got a big win against the Philippines, the largest deficit we've seen so far. They won 21-8 as we head to the official intros. This will be the final game before we do head to an extended break, before we close out the day/night with our last 4. And of course, when it's all said and done, we will know who's going to be playing in the bracket play tomorrow. Referees all set and ready to go. So we have France against France U25. It'll be France in white. It'll be France U25 in the blue. Iwoldo, Preno, Petor, and Gomis make up the France U25 team. And meanwhile, for just France, Mane, Pajit, Guapo, and that is the squad here for France in white. As we get things underway, France versus France. This one is U25. It'd be huge for the confidence if the U25 team is able to knock off the main France team. But you're gonna have to stop that lady right there, number 5, Pajit. And she gets the first points on the board for France. They're currently 1-0. Took down the Philippines 21-8, pretty handily. Sure that the French would love to see both their teams end up going through here, as there's a big block and then a miss on the second try. That rejection came in from Guapo, number 12, there in the white. Renault goes off the dribble. Big burst and a big finish. The French U25 will finally get themselves on the board. She tries to get freed up there off the off ball. As Mane spins, turns, takes the 2 and nails it. Beautiful move and beautiful finish there from Mane. As she tries to jump in the passing lane. Great defense, though. Does enough just to disrupt the layup. That ball is going to be thrown out of play. I don't believe it was tipped on anybody on the side of the French U25. So it will be their ball. Iwoldo. Good gather in the step through, but couldn't get the finish. Milipai will come out of there with it. Guapo. Nice bounce, pass feed, almost got there. Great steal coming out there from Gomis. As Preno couldn't get that lay-in to go. Preno hits the floor hard. Initial reaction does not sound good. Everyone watching intently. Reaction's not looking good here so far.
的情况呢，在所有做一下预告，在本场比赛结束之后，将会在7点10分左右进行我们本次济南系列赛的开幕仪式。好，现在的朋友们，掌声给到我们的球员鼓励一下，好吧？
The crowd clapping, so hopefully good news that she is back up. So not on the bench, probably with the medical team. So France U25 will keep on moving forward. Just 3 players for the time being. We'll try to get as many updates as possible as we can. And a good way to come out of the break there with the layup coming from Iwolo. And that ball is going to be thrown out the way, and France U25 will retain possession. That was the entry pass trying to get into Peitor. So things will go back over to France. Mane will have the hold-up play here at the elbow. That one's going to be thrown off. I thought it deflected off of France U25, and it did. Okay. Saw the initial call, got worried there for a moment. Pajit gets it down to Milipai, and off the glass and in it goes. Wrapped up again, this time foul called on France. If you're just tuning in, this is the 8th game. We got 4 more coming at you to close out our day number 1 here in Jinan. Iwodo will drive, has to pull it back, only 2 seconds remaining. Got to get a shot up, and that one's going to be blocked, and it will be whistled for a shot clock violation. Mane with the quick pass over here to Guapo. Guapo finds herself an opening. Driving down the baseline. Tries to go aggressive for the steal. Not going to be able to get it. Here comes Gomis. She tries to do the exact same. That one's going to be stolen away. Good hands there by Mane. Guapo trying to make it back-to-back. Gets the kick out to Pajit. She'll take a 2. And just one a little bit too much on there. Mane flies in for the offensive rebound. She can't get the layup to go. France U25 can breathe for the moment, as Pajit gets whistled for a foul. France racking them up. Still no sign yet of Preno on the bench. So fatigue might start setting in here shortly for France U25. There was a wide open pass to Gomis. It became a little bit too late. Still got a clean look. As we get a timeout with 6:50 still left to play here in Pool D.
Let's get back to the game.
Pajit, oh, able to drill the 2. Starting to feel things going France's way more and more, but that is a pretty reverse layup there from Gomis. Pajit thought about taking another 2. Inside, they'll go inside to Milipai.
bounce.
That was no good. And say it's going to stay with France. Fresh shot clock as well. Guapo to Milipai being held up. France U25 will draw just their first foul of the game at 6:18. Oh my goodness. Side of the rim, top of the backboard, and finally drops on in. Iwodo loses the dribble, picks it back up, and a quick little elbow to the face. That'll stop play. It's been awfully physical across every game today. I'm going to isolate on a highlight just to double check things. And it will be, from the looks of it, 2 free throws. Due to the foul there from the U25 player. First one's good, the second one is not. 7-point game. Be a kickball violation. As the ball gets fumbled around, finally ends up in the hands of Iwodo. See if U25 can try to get something going, but when things are flowing the way that they are now, Milipai with her first 2-point make, I think, of the day. It's tough to come back into, but now the pace is starting to pick up just a little bit more. Milipai throws the ball out of play. I wonder if it took a tip on anybody. And it is going to go back over to the U25 squad. They throw it to the inside. Paitor is able to get the one to go. 6-point lead. Going to have to be, oh my goodness. So say it's going to have to take it's a Herculean effort to come back into it. I know there's still plenty of time left, but Mane shooting 2 is making them. Milipai shooting 2 is making them. It's going to be tough to try to make a comeback. Mane takes one from way downtown, hard off the front of the rim. Gomes sends it across the court over to Iwodo, takes the corner 2. That one falls short, and Hashit would just let that one run out. It'll be a shot clock violation. First free throw is good, as well as the second. 17-6. France as it stands would have the biggest point differential out of any team that we've seen so far in this tournament. 21-8 against the Philippines. Things trending exactly like that here against our U25 squad. But that'll put a damper on things as Gomis able to knock down a 2 of her own. Falling away shot going to be picked up there on the miss by Pajit. Guapo sidesteps it. A drift there in that shot as she'll get her own rebound. And she just put something up there. The no-look layup. Iwodo to Paitor. I think France U25's getting a little bit of tired legs, if you will. Maybe you're wondering where's the fourth player for France U25. Renault took a pretty nasty hit in the early parts of this game, so they have just been playing with 3 players for, say, at least a minimum of 4 minutes in this one. With FIBA 3x3, how non-stop it is, it's tough to do. That's why you see that fourth player get subbed in so often. See if France can put the finishing touches here on this one. As they try to find Pajit. Couldn't make the connection. Oh, good double cross. Half spin move there from Gomis. As Manu had an opening to the rim. It was a smart foul just to be able to stop her because that was going to be an easy one. Mane will hold up the play as they go to Pajit. She sidesteps into a 2 from the corner. And Mane staying active in the lanes, able to keep possession of the ball. Oh my gosh, good feed going through the back door there to Guapo. Pajit's pass had been on point. That's back-to-back steals now for Mane. And an excellent feed to go along with it, but just a little bit too much there on the floater. Seguoto stepping out of bounds. So France continue to roll here in their second game in Jinan. Mane steps it back for 2. Back of the iron. As U25 able to get it. Gomis from way downtown. And that one comes up just short. Go ahead to another timeout. France just need 3 more points to hand their U25 team their first loss. This would also confirm that France will be moving on to tomorrow to play in the bracket play portion of the tournament. Pajit working it over here to the right. Mane gets the flare-up screen, takes that one drifting away and banks it home. Myri Mane with another 2. Make that 2 twos here in this game as France want to close it out here. Milapai fakes the step through behind the back pass. Pajit knocks that one away. Fumbled around between a couple players. Only a few seconds remaining. Pajit to ice the game, and off the top of the backboard. Mane finishing touches, gets it done. Guess the France senior squad able to get it done 21-9. So the Philippines still remains the largest deficit of 21-8. But this one's 21-9. Unfortunate injury. Maybe put a damper on things for the U25 squad. But we'll make sure to keep up to date if Prano is able to keep on moving forward in the tournament as well. That we may see here tonight. See, we're getting the court set up. Gonna have some entertainment coming at you and a break coming up here shortly as well. It has been sensational so far here in Jinan. Already some teams solidified for tomorrow, but still a lot left to go. Please make sure you stick around. We do have the opening ceremony, some entertainment coming your way. Games will be starting up here in about 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere.